Sorry, why did you want to meet?
Simon. He's lied and cheated. He's bullied me. I'm sure he treats the other women he sees just as badly.
So what do you want then? Do you remember that one day after school with the pigeon?
What you did seemed to come so naturally to you.
Guillermo, ¿cómo estamos? How are you doing?
Hey, I'm okay. Todo bien. Muy bien.
That sounds greetings from Bilbao, because I've been living in Bilbao for the past 23 years. So
In Bilbao? Are you from
I'm
Bilbao?
in Bilbao right now, yeah.
Oh my God. Okay. Oh, nice. Very nice city. My God.
Yeah. So where are you based? Are you based in London now, or
In London.
London, right?
Yeah.
I guess that was a kind of a career move. No, you decided to move over there from Barcelona now?
Yeah, that was a long time ago. Yeah, kind of 10 years ago. But
Yeah, you can tell your English is much better than mine is now, yeah. So listen, Croatia's on the move. It's fantastic. I just watched it again this morning. Loved it to bits. It was like I mean, I know it was a play originally, but it felt like a modern day version of like Agatha Christie's The Mousetrap, for example. It was fantastic with all these twists in there. So Croatia's on the move. It's great.
All right. Yeah. Okay. No, it's nice. It's knowing references and what do you think about it?
So I'm curious. I mean, as a director, one of your previous films, The Uninvited Guest, was very kind of close quarters, a very similar kind of set film. Was that one of the reasons that you were interested in this film, or maybe how you got involved in this one?
Well, I think it was more like that they thought about me because when I was sent the script by a producer, and probably they thought of me because films like The Invited Guest, and because here in London I've been directing a TV series called Inside Number 9, which is a cult TV series, and it's an anthology series where every episode is a bottle episode, so it's half an hour in a single location. Few actors, maybe two actors, a lot of dialogue, one single camera. We never leave the location, right? So I've done 15 of those.
Yeah.
So it's more like the producer. Probably, I think he thought, oh, Guillem, will be able to do that, and or Guillem wouldn't feel intimidated by that. And actually that was not. I didn't have any concern. So
Sure.
I quite like claustrophobic stories, and I feel pretty confident in one single space with few actors. So for me, that was not a problem.
But bringing from stage to screen, how was that for you in terms of? I mean, obviously Morgan was that she adapted the kind of the stage play to the screen. How is it for you to, as a director, to bring what we get to see on the stage? Well, I've not seen the actual play itself, but I can imagine that there's certain things that are quite different to what we see in the film. Now, there's a lot of movement going on in the house in terms of camera work, for example. What were the main kind of things for you that were really important that you couldn't bring out of the script on the stage that you were able to bring to the film version?
Well, to be honest, I never thought about oh, that's based on a play, or I mean, when I met Morgan, we got on really well. I mean, really, really well. And I said to Morgan, I remember saying to Morgan, listen, I'm so sorry, but I don't want to see the play.
Right.
I want to go with the script, and that's not personal. It's because, like for me, it's a script. They're the characters. For me, the fact that it is based on a play means that the characters are more complex, deeper. There's more substance there. They're more contradictory. They're more developed, which is great for two actresses, and that's all. So I never read the play. I never watched the play. We're still friends with Morgan, so that didn't affect that. And it's because I never thought, oh, it's based on a play. It's like I took well, we're going to go very claustrophobic at some point. We're going to be in that house. We're going to need some elements that they're going to be cinematic. How can I keep the interest? I mean, of course, it's very easy with two actresses like Naomi Nat because they're absolutely perfection. But it was more like, how can I explain psychologically what's going on here with the few elements that I have? And that for me is more like thinking like that that it's exciting. It's just you are limited, so you need to be creative, but you're limited at the same time. So you have to find something exciting there with a very few things.
And then, yeah, I was going to say that connected to that in the same way. A lot of films that have, I don't want to give anything away, but there are certain flashbacks that are very important to the kind of the film and the twists. A lot of films with flashbacks oftentimes really kind of pull me out of the film. But your flashbacks are absolutely spot on, perfect, and they just kept really, really smoothly kept the whole story going on. How did you approach that without giving anything away particularly?
Because I don't like flashbacks.
Right.
I deplore flashbacks. So that's what. So I have that. I was thinking, how can I do this in a more interesting way rather than just cut to the flashback, cut to the past. How can I play with this psychological? How can those flashbacks how can they be emotional, become more emotional or more psychologically interesting? And because of the fact that I don't like flashbacks, so I ended up with that idea. And I'm very pleased with that idea, because it gives something else. It's emotional and it's psychological and it's cinematic.
Yeah, I just felt it was really
that was the only
continuous.
reason.
It didn't throw us back. It just kind of kept the story going, and it just felt very, very continuous. The whole story it didn't feel like we were being force-fed things that happened like 20, 30 years ago. Whatever. It just felt really, really good.
I'm so pleased that you say that. Honestly, I'm really, really happy. You made my day now.
You can finish the press there now. Listen, just to finish off though, I mean, something else I wanted to ask. Obviously, you didn't watch the play because you didn't want that to kind of subconsciously affect how you directed the film, though. But you've done some films that I think, and some episodes for series that you could probably adapt for the theatre. Is there anything that you've done that you'd love to maybe one day see on the stage? Like Uninvited Guest, for example, I think would be a perfect play.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. My only, really, do you think so? My only experience was I adapted for the National Theatre in Catalonia. I adapted Frankenstein.
Right.
That's my only experience in theatre and adapting something for theatre, and I really enjoyed it. It was absolutely fascinating, and I love theatre. So I don't know. I never thought the L'Abitante in theatre, the Uncertain Guest in theatre.
I don't know, just because I guess mainly because of the setting and the.
There's only one character there. It's not really.
Yeah, but I mean, there's only two. There's only like a two-hander. This one that you've done, and then if you get the right actor, the right actress, is it just perfect?
Yeah.
I think you can nail that. Yeah, sure.
I'll think about it. Maybe. Yeah, I think about it.
I can see that off Broadway somewhere. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Well, listen, thank you so much for your time. I wish you the best of luck with the film. I've loved it to bits. Can't wait for people to see it. And I hope to speak to you again sometime soon.
Thank you very much.